Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Grammar with Altaf. Today, we're going to talk about something really practical, the best grammar practice exercises for intermediate learners. If you're someone who already knows the basics of English but still struggles with accuracy, this video is going to help you a lot.
That's right, Annie. Many learners reach the intermediate level and feel stuck. They can understand English. They can communicate. But they keep making the same mistakes in tenses, prepositions, or sentence structures. So today, we'll guide you through the most effective exercises that will help you polish your grammar and move towards fluency.
Exactly. And the good news is these exercises don't require fancy materials. Most of them can be done at home with a notebook, some sentences, and consistent practice. Let's start with the first exercise, which I like to call sentence transformation.
Sentence transformation is very useful. You take a simple sentence and rewrite it in different forms. For example, if the sentence is, "She is reading a book," you can transform it into past tense. "She was reading a book," or into future, "She will read a book." You can also make it negative, interrogative, or even passive. This kind of practice makes you comfortable with tenses and structures.
Yes, and learners should remember not to rush. Write one sentence and then try at least 5 variations of it. For example, they play football. Now, make it negative. They do not play football. Make it interrogative. Do they play football? Change the tense. They played football yesterday. This habit strengthens both grammar and creativity.
That's a strong foundation exercise. The second one I recommend is error correction. This is where you write or find short texts with some grammar mistakes and then correct them. For instance, a wrong sentence could be, "She don't like apples." The learner needs to identify the error and fix it. "She doesn't like apples." This activity trains your brain to notice mistakes, which is exactly what intermediate learners struggle with.
I agree. Sometimes learners can speak fluently but don't notice when they're making errors. Doing correction exercises develops awareness. A simple way is to take your own writing from a few months ago, look at it again, and spot the mistakes. You'll be surprised to see how much progress you've made.
The third exercise is gap filling. This is when you practice with missing words. For example, "She to the market yesterday." You have to choose the correct form like "went," or "if I rich, I would travel the world." The correct answer is were. Gap-filling exercises are excellent because they test your memory of grammar rules in a practical context.
Yes. And the key is not just to fill in the blank, but to explain to yourself why that answer is correct. Don't just say went is correct. Remind yourself that the verb must be in past tense because the word yesterday is there. This way, you're strengthening your reasoning, not just memorizing.
Now let's talk about the fourth exercise, which I find really interesting. Combining sentences. Learners often make the mistake of writing many short, broken sentences. Combining them teaches you how to use conjunctions and relative clauses. For example, "I met a man. He is a doctor." You can combine it into, "I met a man who is a doctor."
That's a fantastic practice. You can also use conjunctions like and, but, or although. Take the sentences, she was tired, she finished her work. Combine them into, although she was tired, she finished her work. Doing this helps learners improve fluency and makes their writing more natural.
Exactly. The fifth exercise is rewriting using prompts. For instance, if I give you the sentence, "He is taller than me," the prompt might be short. Then you should rewrite, "I am shorter than him." Prompts train your brain to think flexibly and reinforce comparative and superlative grammar.
That exercise is also great for vocabulary. You start learning synonyms and antonyms while practicing grammar. For example, the sentence "the test was easy" with the prompt "difficult" becomes "the test was not difficult" or "the test was hard." So your grammar and word choice both improve.
The sixth exercise is one of my favorites: writing short stories. Many learners hesitate to write because they think their grammar is not perfect. But writing regularly is the best way to apply grammar rules naturally. Start small. Write a 5-sentence story about your day and make sure to use different tenses, connectives, and prepositions.
Yes. And while writing, don't worry about mistakes in the first draft. The real learning happens when you go back and edit your writing. Read it aloud, check the tenses, check subject-verb agreement, and look for missing articles. That editing stage is your true grammar practice.
Another practical exercise is dictation. Listen to a podcast, a short video, or even a news clip. Write down what you hear. Then, compare it with the original text. This helps you with punctuation, verb endings, and sentence structure. It's especially effective because it connects listening with grammar.
Yes, and dictation also improves spelling. Intermediate learners sometimes know the grammar rule but misspell words like because or though, which makes their writing look weaker. Dictation solves that problem by reinforcing grammar in a natural way.
Finally, I want to mention peer correction. If you have a study partner, exchange short paragraphs and correct each other's work. Teaching and correcting others is one of the best ways to strengthen your own grammar knowledge.
That's a wonderful tip. And even if learners don't have a partner, they can use online forums or grammar communities to share their writing and get feedback.
So, Annie, let's quickly summarize what we've shared today.
Sure. We talked about sentence transformation, error correction, gap filling, combining sentences, rewriting with prompts, writing short stories, dictation, and peer correction.
Yes, these are some of the best grammar practice exercises for intermediate learners. If you do them consistently, you'll not only reduce mistakes but also become more confident in speaking and writing.
And remember, the goal is not to learn grammar as a set of dry rules, but to practice it until it becomes natural in your daily communication.
Exactly. So keep practicing, stay motivated, and you'll see real improvement. Thanks for watching this episode of Grammar with Altaf.
We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.